Good evening, everybody. Namaskar. I welcome you all to the IBJA Award Function 2016. The award is organized in the city of culture and education, the Pune, the home of Shaniwar Wada, known throughout the country and even abroad. Friends, I don't think there can be a better location for the IBJA Award for the poultry industry in the country. May I take this opportunity to request Mr. Rajendra Thorat, who is a local person and Poultry Welfare Association Secretary, to formally welcome the gathering. Mr. Thorat, please.
वेलकम टू पुणे। इब्जा के फंक्शन में, अवार्ड फंक्शन में आप सब लोग पुणे में पधारे हैं, इनका मैं पुणे की तरफ से और पोल्ट्री ब्रीडर वेलफेयर एसोसिएशन की तरफ से एज ए सेक्रेटरी आपका स्वागत करता हूँ। वेलकम ऑल। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Thorat sir. We are in your city. You are the host and we are the guest. So we'll just remember his face. Anything we need in Pune, just go to him and he is our host. At the outset, let me welcome our today's guest. We have Dr. Arun Atre, the President of INFA, Indian Federation of Animal Health Companies. He deserves this because we have brought this INFA to every nook and corner and every policy maker in the government of India because of the hard efforts of two persons, Dr. Banerjee and Dr. Arun Atre. Now, I would like the IBJA President, Mr. Rakesh Bharadwaj, to please welcome Dr. Arun Atre with the flower bouquet. Can somebody help? Dr. Arun Atre, we welcome you. We have guest of honor, Dr. Paturkar. Dr. Ashish Paturkar is the Associate Dean of Bombay Veterinary College, the scientist, administrator and well-wisher of industry in the country, Dr. Paturkar. And I will request Mr. M.K. Vyas to welcome Dr. Paturkar with the bouquet of flowers. Dr. Paturkar. We have guest of honor. We are really lucky to have him all the way in Pune. I'll talk about him later on, but today I really welcome on behalf of this gathering and IBJA, Dr. Satyendra Singh Arya, who is the CEO of Skill Development Corporation of India. And I am sorry, Mr. Rana, Mr. B.S. Rana will welcome him with the bouquet of flowers. Friends, as you all are aware, today's function is organized by IBJA. May I request the team of IPJA, Mr. Rakesh Bharadwaj, to please come to the dais. He's from Poultry Express. Most of you know it. Mr. M.K. Vyas, General Secretary, who runs a magazine, Hind Poultry. Mr. N.S.N. Murthy, the Treasurer and the Editor of Poultry Herald. The evergreen face, he understood it, Mr. Yaman Rao, the Executive Committee member. Then Shashank Purohit, Mr. Shashank Purohit from Poultry, Dairy and Aqua. Then we have Mr. B.S. Rana from a big punch, a poultry punch. Please, sir. Then we have Mr. Vishal Gupta from Poultry Planner. Mr. Amit Rana, again from Poultry Munch. And Mr. N.K. Gupta from Poultry Planner. Friends, why we all are here today for this IPJA Award function is because of this team. And whatever the success, it is because of this team of poultry journalists in the country. Let us give them a big hand and welcome them to Pune. Thank you, sir. And I request if you want to say something on this occasion. Let us now request today's chief guest, Dr. Arun Atre, to say a few words and address the gathering. Dr. Arun Atre.
Very good evening to all of you. Indian Poultry Journalists Association, their executive members, Dr. Arya, Dr. Paturkar, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be part of this IPJA Awards. And I was just wondering when Mr. Bharadwaj called me that I'm supposed to preside over the function, I was just wondering whether I'm neither a bureaucrat nor a politician, what difference I'm going to make to this program. And I'm sure this question might be there in the minds of many people here. I think this is out of the box thinking. You know, in India, individually we Indians are the cleanest people in the world. But collectively, we can't say the same thing. And I think the same thing happens in our industry as well. We work in silos. There are excellent people, different associations. They do excellent work, very passionate about it. But we are not able to synergize our efforts. And many times, I think we waste more resources. Our objective is same, our goal is same, our vision is same. But we keep on working in different silos, different verticals. And I think Mr. Bharadwaj and the team of IPJA has taken the first step to bring some associations together so that we can synergize our efforts for the benefit of the industry. And to synergize the efforts, there are many things which are actually required. One is the trust. You need to trust the other group also, the team also, association also. Second is the cooperation. So how do we cooperate with each other, synergize our efforts so that we are able to reach that threshold level. And then co-creation, that together what we can create. So I think from this point of view, IPGA has taken an initiative and I really applaud them for such out-of-the-box thinking. As has been told to you, and I'm sure many of you are already aware, I represent an association, INFA, Indian Federation for Animal Health Companies, which is affiliated to HFA, Health for Animals, a Brussels-based international association. We have a membership of 47 companies in India, and I think almost 85% of the business in India is being handled by our members. And this is the part of the industry, but I think the media is one such section whose responsibility is to make sure to tell everyone what is good, what is bad, what is ugly. And therefore, the role of IPGA is extremely important, because they have to look as an outsider's inside view. While we remain in the thick of the industry, we might be ignoring certain things, we might be taking certain things for granted, and I think this is the responsibility of the Journalists Association to make sure that they are able to show the mirror to everyone within the industry for the benefit of the industry, so that we are able to work together, progress, make sure that we reduce our limitations and improve our strengths. When I look at this industry, I'm not going to say anything about the poultry industry because all of you are quite learned and you all know this. But I think there are 2-3 things which are very important. The one is, and I call it BSC, not in the same order. We have been working on establishing this industry, but for more productivity, for more production, and in between we keep on facing problems. The first and the foremost thing is the behavior. The behavior or the eating behavior of the people, the consumption of the poultry products. Now this is the B part of it. Unless we improve the consumption, it's very difficult that howsoever good we may be in our productivity, we may not be able to reach the level, we may not be able to achieve the vision we have set for ourselves. And let me share my experience with you. I am based in Ahmedabad, and all of you might be knowing that there are 2 states which are generally called the vegetarian states, Gujarat and Haryana. And in Gujarat, in the last 20 years, I have conducted 2-3 market research with the help of local management students. And we have found that even in the state of Gujarat, and the predominantly vegetarian society, whereas the parents are strictly vegetarian, the children, they go out, they eat egg, and they have become vegetarians. Now when these children, they take over the mantle of the families, they are not going to stop their children. And obviously, the first entry would be of the egg. But this is a very slow process. How do we make sure that there is a better consumption? And obviously, we have an issue because many people still consider that egg is also a non-vegetarian product, and therefore there is a taboo. How do we break that taboo? How do we improve the consumption? And in isolation, again I am coming to the basic point, in isolation there are good organizations, they are doing their best. There is NACC, there are different organizations, even we celebrate the egg day also where the consumption is promoted, we go and distribute the eggs also. But that's the program which rests there only. There is no synergistic effort, and I think there is a need for all the associations, be that INFA, IPGA, CLAFMA or other organizations, to come together, because we all know this in advertisements, in communication, in marketing, unless you reach the threshold level, you will not be able to make an impact on the society. And unfortunately, being a very small industry, our resources are limited. So therefore, I think the best thing would be, if we have to change the behavior of the people, especially for the consumption and all associations should come together and work for the benefit of this industry, not only for the industry, but also to provide the better and nutritive food to our fellow citizens. Because no country can claim to be a developed country unless its citizens have access to the nutritive food. And I think this is a part of their nutritive food, and the citizens have the right to get that type of food. And I think all association, if we could get together, we definitely can achieve this objective faster than leaving it to the generations, which might take many decades by the time actually we reach a better percentage in terms of its consumption. Then is the collaboration. The collaboration, as I said in the beginning, that we need to collaborate, we need to work together, and all these associations have to come together so that we work for the benefit of the industry. The third point, which is the S actually, in the BSc, the S is the middle factor, is the science. Dear friends, we all are in the science industry actually, and therefore everything which is to be proven has to be proven with the scientific background. We have seen many a time, there is a challenge to the industry. There have been different reports in the media, not in our media of IPGA, but then other media, that somebody picked up the samples and they find that antibiotic traces in the sample, and it becomes a big media news. And unless it is refuted, people take it for granted, they accept it, because there is no one to tell the truth. And therefore, under these circumstances, it is very important that all these associations, they come together, because basically what we are talking is only science. And I think all associations are very clear that our objective is not only to improve the size of expand the size of the industry, but our responsibility is also to make sure that our animals are healthy, our birds are healthy, and our citizens are healthy. And we are providing a very healthy food to our people. And for that, it is very important that this science needs to be explained to the fellow citizen, especially the people, those who have not been engaged with this industry. So this is one area where I think there is a need for all the association to work together. In INFA, we have made many such efforts, and we have been successful also. For your information, and I'm sure many of you might have gone through these reports, that in the pharma industry, the industry has lost a huge business because their fixed dose combinations were banned. But same is not the case in case of animal health industry, because we made a representation to the Ministry of Health. We explained to them that why this is important for the treatment of our animals. And therefore, we worked on that area, scientifically we proved to the people, and as a result, Ministry of Health accepted, and there was a circular that this FDC does not apply to the animal health area. And believe me, if it would have been the same in case of animal health, the cost of the treatment would have further gone up. So it was not only the cost, but there was no scientific rationale, and that's why we worked on this. Same thing happened for the medicated feed additives also. We made representation to the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Agriculture. We explained to them that no decision should be taken without taking us into confidence. And this is how, but like as I said in the beginning, that the one association is working in this area, and I'm sure our sister associations, CLAPMA, IPGA, other people are also working in the similar area. And I'm sure once we synergize our efforts, definitely the impact would be much more. Since Dr. Arya is here, and I was just sharing my thoughts with him, manpower is a major problem in the animal health area, be that poultry, dairy, or any other area. And therefore, there is a need for us to attract more talent, better talent to this industry. Because if this industry has to grow, it is very important that we have the right type of people attracted to this industry. Whether you are in the poultry area, or you are in the animal health area, or in the dairy area, we need people actually. And today the problem is that many people are not get attracted to the animal health sector or the poultry area. What we have done in the INFA, we have created a separate subcommittee to look into the manpower, and this subcommittee, it goes to different colleges, explain to the students that what exactly we have been doing. you know, the first interaction is normally not very a positive one. It takes many interactions like that, but slowly people start understanding that what this area is all about. And therefore, I think again there is a need for synergizing our efforts in attracting the talent to this industry. But before I conclude, there is always a fear, you know, in the industry that what's going to happen post WTO if chicken legs are imported into the country, or how it's going to impact our industry. I think, as it is said in the Sanskrit, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole world is a family. The world is shrinking, and we remain impacted with whatever happens anywhere in the globe. And therefore, our efforts, our endeavor should always be how do we raise our standards to the global standards. And if there is a threat of import of chicken legs, whether we can export our breast meat to those countries. So whether we can be the most cost effective when it is a competition in that area. So instead of defending, protecting our industry, how do we make our industry competitive at the international level? And I think we have the capabilities, we have the skills, we have the people, a lot of passionate people, and they have developed this industry on their own without any support of the government organizations. So I think with this support, with the type of the people we have, those who have been very passionate about this industry, together we can definitely create a good future, a good vision for this industry. Thank you very much once again for giving me this opportunity, and I think together we will definitely write a good history for our industry. And I would like to thank Mr. Bhardwaj and his team here for giving me this opportunity. And I look forward to the suggestions from all of you, whether you are associated with INFA or not, because basic our effort is that we want to make sure that all of us together create a strength for this industry so that we are influential enough to influence the policymakers that whatever the policies are made in the country, they are for the benefit of the industry, they are benefit for the consumer, and it's beneficial for the citizens of this India. Thank you very much.